The power of forgiveness to heal the soul. A profound reflection. In the tapestry of life, the threads of forgiveness intertwine with the complexity of our experiences, weaving a narrative that, though sometimes painful, holds the potential to heal the soul in unimaginable ways. Over more than 2 decades as a spiritual guide, I have witnessed the transformative impact of forgiveness in the lives of those who chose to open their hearts to this redeeming force. The weight of the burden. Let's imagine the soul as a delicate garden. Over time, unforgiven offenses accumulate like stones weighing down the fertile ground. Each resentment, each unhealed wound adds its burden until the garden, instead of flourishing, is stifled by the weight of the unresolved. Forgiveness then reveals itself as the powerful solvent that dissolves these stones, lightening the load to allow the flowers of love, peace, and joy to bloom once more. The parable of the lamplighter. In a small village, there was a lamplighter who illuminated the streets with his lamp every night. One day, a strong wind extinguished his light, plunging the village into darkness. Instead of blaming the wind, the lamplighter lit his lamp again, dispelling the darkness. In our lives, the actions of others can momentarily extinguish our inner light, but forgiveness is the spark that can ignite it again, dispelling the shadows and restoring our luminosity. The mirror of compassion. Now let's imagine a mirror of compassion reflecting our own wounds and those of others who have hurt us. As we gaze into this mirror, we realize that we all carry scars, and we all have caused wounds. Forgiveness becomes the act of polishing that mirror, not to erase the scars, but to see through them with understanding and empathy. In doing so, we transform the mirror of compassion into a tool of healing. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want more content. The tale of the unbreakable knot. In distant lands, the story was told of a wise elder who possessed an unbreakable knot. He offered this knot to anyone who could release their own burden by forgiving themselves and others. Many tried to undo the knot, but only those who embraced the power of forgiveness succeeded in untying it. This tale symbolizes the connection between forgiveness and personal liberation, demonstrating that the knot of our burdens unravels when we allow forgiveness to flow through our lives. The process of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not a singular event, but an ongoing process. It resembles patient gardening, where we uproot the weeds of resentment and water with compassion and understanding. This process involves looking beyond surface actions and delving into the deeper stories that led to those actions. By understanding the context, the path is paved for genuine forgiveness. The essence of forgiveness lies in freeing ourselves from the chains of the past and making room for inner growth and renewal. It does not mean justifying the actions that hurt us or forgetting the pain, but it does involve letting go of the emotional burden we carry. In forgiveness, we find the courage to accept our vulnerability and embrace our shared humanity. The butterfly effect of forgiveness. Forgiveness not only transforms our lives individually, but also sets off a butterfly effect in the interconnected fabric of humanity. By forgiving, we send waves of compassion that can positively influence those around us. In a world thirsty for reconciliation, forgiveness becomes a beacon of hope that illuminates even the darkest situations. The ritual of forgiveness. Imagine a forgiveness ritual where, in a symbolic act, we release balloons carrying our emotional burdens into the wind. As the balloons soar into the sky, we experience the lightness that comes from forgiveness. This ritual reminds us that forgiveness is not only a gift to others, but also a liberating gift we give to ourselves. The renewal of the soul through forgiveness. In the renewal of the soul through forgiveness, we find the ability to write new chapters in our lives. We become active narrators of our stories, leaving behind the role of victims and embracing the power of being protagonists in our own lives. Forgiveness allows us to close painful chapters and open ourselves to pages full of possibilities and love. In conclusion, the power of forgiveness to heal the soul is a journey that transcends words. It is a sacred practice that invites us to shed emotional armor and embrace vulnerability. In forgiveness, we find the path to inner freedom, lasting peace, and soul renewal. May this journey of reflection inspire us to cultivate a flourishing inner garden, where the flowers of forgiveness and compassion thrive, illuminating not only our lives but also the world we share. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want more content.